How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Tressa's Collectibles channel. I'm Randall, aka Shizukatz.
And I'm Simu, aka Chairman.
And today we're going to be bringing you guys our updated lists for the Quintessential Quintuplets Waifu Decks as of Set 2. We'll be showcasing what we feel are the most powerful iterations if you want to represent your favorite girl from Quints. For some decks, this means including some powerful new climax combos and changing the entire scope of the deck's game plan, while for others, this will mean taking an older strategy and refining it with some of the new tools. We'll be going through each of the 5 quintuplets one by one, starting with Ichika Waifu.
Starting from the top is Ichika Waifu. The core of the deck hasn't changed much since Set 1, as we're running the same climax combos from before with the same game plan. Generate a lot of resources and go for the powerful finishing turn of triple Ichika at level 3. Quint Set 2 brings us a few new Ichika only tools to play with, most notably Pure Wish Ichika. She's both a center runner as well as an on-reverse top check 3 add 1 character with the caveat that she can only add cards with Ichika in their name. A mill and filter utility card that can also be a +1 in advantage is an outstanding card. Another great addition to the deck is the Dozing Off Ichika. She represents the ability to mill 9 cards by herself and can be a good alternative brainstorm to use once we've established a 2-1 support in the back row. Speaking of the 2-1 back row, what an elder sister can do, Ichika Nakano adds a new level of interaction to our game plan by giving us the ability to send opponents' characters to memory for a turn. This not only gets rid of threats and help us play around defensive counters, but opens up direct lanes for our Ichika finisher combo to go in for maximum damage. The rest of the deck functions identically to how it was in the first set, so you can check out our Set 1 Waifu deck video for more details.
Nino Waifu has had a pretty thorough overhaul since the first set, now being an extremely powerful 8 standby deck. In the level 0 line, we still run powerful cards from the first set like the 3500 Center Runner and On Death Check Top 4, but we've also added a couple amazing new tools in these 2 level 0s, one which serves as a double hand filter, being able to draw and salvage, while the other is a perfect companion to standby, bouncing herself back to hand to open up a slot for standby while simultaneously giving your character the ability to choose their trigger from the top 2 cards of the deck, potentially getting even more standby triggers. Previously, we ran a 1-0 combo that can stand a character that was brought out via the standby climax, but now we have a 2-2 climax combo that can stand herself when brought out by her specific standby. This new 2-2 is an extremely powerful offensive threat, being able to swing over pretty much anything in front of her, and while she doesn't have the greatest defense, her Encore ability can be used to keep her around to continue beating over the opponent's board turn after turn. At level 3, the new Nino finisher is an absolute monster of a card. 12,500 offensive power, on-play heal, and a very cheap burn 3 ability makes this card the best option for not only Nino decks, but also one of the best available finishers for the entire Quint set as a whole. Additionally, she has a bonus effect that sometimes turns her into a standby climax herself to continue building a powerful board. Use your high-powered characters in conjunction with the minus soul event from the first set to dominate the game.
In the third slot, we have the event and climax looping deck of Miku Waifu. The most notable upgrade for this deck is a new headphones event. This one allows us to look at up to 5 cards for a Miku name and get an additional scry afterwards. This gives us access to incredible deck speed and control, as well as great selectivity, making our level 1 combo that searches or salvages headphones significantly better than before. By grabbing both headphone events, the scry enables our old headphone event to know exactly what level character it can salvage. And depending on what we see, we can either brainstorm, draw it with worst timing Miku, put it to the bottom, or do anything we want with it. We also get new tools at level 0. A 3k runaway runner that's also an anti-runner, this card's ridiculous, as well as climax swap and a level 0 that goes to stock when we play an event. Perfect for allowing us to double early play the new 4 or more other early play Miku healer. These additions give the deck a ton of consistency early game and help the deck get to its combos much easier. That said, both of the combos in this deck are the exact same as Set 1, which is to say that the ceiling of this deck isn't any better than before. Yes, the new combos are that bad. While it's easier to get to the 7-stock triple Miku turn with more resources than before, there's not much else to say about this deck other than what has already been said about it. If you like making the same play every turn from level 1 to level 3, this is the deck for you. If you thought the Miku deck was similar to the old list, check out this new Yotsuba waifu list with 5 new cards. The crux of this deck remains exactly the same as set 1. Same climax combos, same minus soul top end, and the same lack of a good finisher as before. The new cards come in at levels 0 and 1 to help with early game consistency and advantage. Active lifestyle Yotsuba can pump power to another character on attack and stays on the field for an extra turn with 1 stock, a cost-efficient way to retain advantage. Both Pure Wish Yotsuba and Active Lifestyle Yotsuba can give our Yotsuba clean cut lots of power, enabling it to get reverses and save our attackers early game. At level 1, Class Representative Yotsuba gives us extra stock whenever we get a reverse with it while we have a climax in play, supplementing our level 1 climax combo. Reward for Meritorious Deeds Yotsuba is a good intermediate back row that can transition seamlessly into the 2-1 Intimate Sisters Yotsuba back row for our early play level 2 combo. The deck plays identically to the list from set 1, so once again, you can refer to our previous video on Quin's Waifu Decks for more information.
Finally, we have Itsuki Waifu. Itsuki's deck remains 8 gate, with even more emphasis on hand size than the deck from the first set. Her new Brainstorm allows you to exceed the normal hand size limit of 7, which is amazing in conjunction with her cards that allow you to amass tons of card advantage, such as the new 2-1 event, which can get you 2 salvages with only 1 stock. In particular, her level 1 combo lets you discard 1 card to potentially add the top 3 cards of your deck to hand, for a +2 in card advantage per copy. If you can field multiple copies of this card, your hand size can grow extremely quickly. This all leads up to an explosive finisher with her new level 3, which requires discarding 3 Quintuplets characters to burn 1 and burn 4. One of the new themes you're going to want to look out for with these new Itsuki cards is the experience requirement. Her level 1 and level 3 combos require experience 2 and 6 respectively, so make sure you're leveling cards with appropriate levels in order to get these abilities to work. Apart from this constraint, Itsuki is a fairly straightforward deck. Just get a bunch of cards in your hand and use that hand size to fuel a powerful endgame. And that concludes our waifu deck overview for Quintessential Quintuplets Set 2. Since some of these decks are just improving on the foundations laid in the first Quint set, we also recommend checking out our previous waifu deck overview if you need a quick review of the basics. Also be sure to keep on the lookout for our upcoming gameplay with these waifu decks coming soon on the channel. But first, we're going to be looking at a meta deck variant and some gameplay for that. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Randall, aka Shizukatz.
And I'm Simu, aka Chairman.
And until next time, see ya.